Hey there, welcome back to Flat Tire Farm. I wanted to show you what we got on our next Azure standard order. We got some frozen items today and some fresh produce. I have a 38-pound box of grapefruits that I'm going to process. Hopefully I'll get to make some grapefruit curd out of it. If you watched the lemon curd video, you'll know how fun that was. If it works out, I'll make a video about it. I got these grapefruits cheaper from Azure Standard, even including the cost of shipping, which for me in Alaska is a pretty high shipping rate. But I got this cheaper, organic, than I could buy regular old grapefruit at our Walmart, which is about an hour away. Now, at our Walmart, you can't even buy organic grapefruit. You can buy a single grapefruit for $2. And this box, before we gave some to our friends and have eaten some, there was about 70 to 75 grapefruits in there. So for me to have bought 75 grapefruits at our local store, that would have cost me $150. That's a lot of money. I'll put the price breakdown for all the items below in the description, but I think this box was $56 for 38 pounds of grapefruit. So for me, that was a great deal. I also got a 20-pound box of frozen corn. I'm not going to lift it up for you because it'll all spill out and that won't be good. I also got this 22 pounds of pitted organic cherries, which I'm really excited about. And I can buy these frozen, pre-pitted, pre-stemmed cherries about the same price as I can buy per pound, the whole ones with the pits and everything, at our grocery store. And this way they come pre-pitted, pre-frozen, and already half processed for me, which makes my life pretty easy. We're going to make some cherry pie filling. I'm not quite sure what else we're making out of that, but you can bet your sweet bippy we're making something. I also got a 20 or 22 pound box of organic, pre-diced, pre-frozen pineapple. And you can't buy organic pineapple at our local store. So that was a good deal for us. I also got this 25-pound bag of organic carrots. They're the number 2 carrots, which just means that they're too big to fit in the normal grocery store size. Look at these guys. They're huge. This is too big for Bugs Bunny, but not too big for us. The one thing I like about getting these carrots is that because they're so big, they store much longer in my cold room that Mr. Reeve is currently building. So check those videos out if you're interested. It's a process, but we'll get there, I promise. And I think that's all we got. But I wanted to show you what the updates were. So these, if you remember from our very first Azure standard order, Mr. Reeve convinced me that he really needed to get the seeds from the organic pears that we got and made into pear butter into dirt. And look at this. This tree is doing so great. It's got to be 7 inches tall. Now, pear trees don't grow in Alaska, and for Mr. Reeve's sake, I hope that it maybe overwinters, I don't know, by some magic luck. So there's the update about the pear trees. We are experimenting with some different ways and methods of processing food. That's one of the reasons how I can justify getting these giant boxes of food from Azure Standard. 1, they're organic. 2, I can often get them cheaper organic than I can, the regular old kind at our store. And I'm justifying the big bulk purchase because I'm able to preserve a lot of it. We did buy one of these big bags a couple months back, and we've got just a tiny bit left. So these are carrots that we have freeze-dried. We do have a freeze dryer. I haven't done a video about it yet because we're still figuring out how to make it work on our small off-grid solar system. So once we get that all figured out, we'll do a video for you and explain how we make it happen. I do have an Excalibur food dehydrator. We dehydrated a bunch of those organic apples that we got. In reality, oh, my grapefruit's falling. In reality, we have eaten about half the box just eating it. And so I figured that I'd like to try to dehydrate some, and we did that pretty good. Also, other things we freeze-dried were the blackberries that we got so long ago and have just made a couple things out of. They're pretty neat. They're almost like the weight of a marshmallow, but super crunchy. You can bite into it. It's almost like the texture of a Cheeto, but it just is tastes like blackberry, so that's neat. And I think I have one more update for you, is a box of ginger that we haven't done much with, but finally we got it processed. I've done 2 experimental batches, and when I get it just right, I'll share the video for you. But this is ginger ale, and it's super fizzy and super delicious. I put a little bit of grapefruit in it, a little bit of vanilla. The first batch came out not that great, but this is the second batch. We're going to test it, and I think we just have a little bit more tweaking to do, and then we'll do a video on how to make homemade ginger ale. As always, thanks for joining us on Flat Tire Farm. I hope you enjoyed my Azure Standard video today. Remember that all the prices of everything I paid, including the cost for me for shipping, is going to be in the description below. Now remember, if you don't live in Alaska, the shipping's likely going to be cheaper for you unless you live on the moon or in the city of Atlantis under the ocean. But also, there's a link for Azure Standard if it's something you might be interested in or want to check it out. You can follow the link below, and it will take you to Azure Standard, and you can check out the prices they have and the organic produce and things that you might not find available in your area. Hope you guys are enjoying the summer that's coming. It's probably already summer at your house, but at our house there's still a little bit of snow on the ground, and we're waiting till June 6th to put our plants in the ground, and then we'll be ready to go. We'll catch you guys on the next one.